Recording in progress.
All right, what is up, party people? That's my headphones. Or no, that's my headphones. All right, what is up, party? What is up, party people? We out here, missing the homies. Blah blah blah. You know the show. It's the show where I bullshit with my homies. God, I need to sit up straight or drop this. Oh my God, I look sweaty too. Anyways. This is not me looking at myself, even though I did just walk in from work, but I'm gonna let my homie in today. It's not who you think. Here we go. Actually, you'll probably see it on the title. But anyways, roll the intro.
All right, what up, though?
What up, though? How you doing? Oh yeah,
Good. You?
Bro, that looks so much better. Yeah, look.
Happy to replace Doran for an episode. Fuck you, Doran. I'm just
Boom,
kidding.
boom. That's the intro. That's gonna be the first cut. Yo, I'm gonna look what I got for you.
All right. Oh wow, that is legit. You got him? No fucking way.
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yes.
What? Did they call you shortly after, like recently, or what?
Yeah. It was maybe. I've had them for like a couple of weeks.
What?
Yeah. So.
Dude, I've been looking for those for years. Like, well, the issue 50 has only been out for like a year and a half. How about I went to the comic book store like literally a week before the release, and then I couldn't get in until like 3 weeks later, and they were all sold out. Now every store I go to, I check that for that issue 50. I can't believe you got and 18. Dude, you got to read them. Read them both. I think you'll like a 50. I mean, it'll be its own story, so you'll read it, not miss anything. And then there's
18 is right in the middle of oh shoot, actually. Yeah, I gotta blur this out because it has my phone number and shit on it.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, oh my gosh, I did it again.
Oh, you're good. What happened?
No, just for the final edit when it goes out on YouTube, I don't want my phone number out there.
Oh.
But yeah, so I was pumped, but you know they didn't have the issue that I wanted.
Oh dang!
But I went to Big Ben's Comics I went to Big Ben's Comic Oasis.
Okay.
And look what they got. That's the
wow.
one.
That's legit, dude.
So now I have my whole set.
Whole story. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Were you in Allen Park recently, or?
I was back last weekend, but it was literally for like 2 days. Renee was in for a concert. I went and saw my grandma. My uncle was in from Ireland, so we went and hung out.
Oh wow, that's legit.
But
Which
yeah,
concert?
She saw Florence and the Machine.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I didn't crack this.
That's good.
But yeah, dog, what have you been up to?
Yeah, not a whole lot, man. And then read that issue 18. Super interesting, and it totally led to like the new Batman Beyond series, which wasn't as good as that one. It's pretty interesting because you've got Terry McGinnis meeting Dick Grayson. Or no, it was Tim Drake. He met Tim Drake, and it was like he went back to the past. So it was, sorry, spoiler alert, but
I just saw ooh, that's sick. Oh my gosh.
I'd encourage.
This issue, so I didn't even look at the prices. When they called me, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll just cop it.
That's fair. Like, I mean, I could Venmo you honestly right now. Let me.
No. We got to do it right now. I'm not stressed. But this one was $20. Look at this.
Oh fuck!
I'm
telling you, bro.
That's wild.
Insane.
So, do you have? So for Batman Beyond, what numbers do you have now?
I could. Can I share my screen on here? Yeah, I can.
Oh wait. Here, let me.
Okay.
Share screen. Okay, now you're good.
I'll show you my whole list. There are apps for this, but how do I do desktop? Okay, and then take it there. Watch, I'm geeking out on some Star Wars stuff, but
damn, you're ripping it. You're not even giving
video game a chance.
Giving George. Oh, is that the video game? I thought that was
Yeah,
the movie.
video game videos. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. I think they're on Disney Plus though, which I need to watch She-Hulk today. And then there's that
Oh yeah.
Mayte, or the guy that got screwed like by that like what's it called when you're a fish, like someone impersonates someone on Facebook.
Oh,
like,
catfish.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I need to watch She-Hulk. I forgot that a new one dropped today.
Yeah.
Uh,
People are giving that shit because like I guess Disney made like a public announcement that they're like, oh, I think we discussed this. Yeah,
dude,
they're gonna.
Yeah, we already talked about it. This is the stupidest fucking thing.
We want more content. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not crying about it.
Well, I'm just pissed that people are like, She-Hulk is. Why are there no? Oh, what, they got rid of all the male superheroes? Blah blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck did you think She-Hulk was about? Like.
Yeah,
just be happy that we got to see fucking Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. Anyways.
So you got volume 1 and 2 that took place in the early 2000s, but this is my Batman Beyond collection. So I've got issues 1 through 6 for volume 3. 2011, I'm actually just missing an issue 1. So this is what you picked up, 18, for the 2012 to 2013 series. And then there's a 2016 at current, which is it's not current any longer. You just got number 50. So that seals the deal. So I've got the universe, the volume 5 and volume 3 are all complete now, and volume 6.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have 1 through 49 in volume 6?
Yep.
Shit.
So, yeah.
How do you store your comics? Do you have like a
6? I finished this one too, yeah. I store them just like on a bookshelf, and so that's really it. My mom's like, can you move them some other place? I'm like, no.
I didn't know if you had like one of those long boxes or something.
Oh no, I should. Honestly, that'd be ideal because I could do one for Teen Titans, one for Batman Beyond, as you see, Green Lantern on the bottom here, Star Wars, etc. So,
I'm pumped. So what I'm gonna do in my in the back office, like right above the closet, I'm gonna frame all of those Spider-Man issues that I got, and the one specific issue, I think it's I think it's 3 in the series. That was that I have like that issue saved on my phone, on my laptop, on everything, just because I think it's so cool. And they had an extra one there, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just pick it up. So I have two of that issue. So I think I'm gonna like cut it up and like collage it or something.
Okay.
Because I just the panels are so cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Spider-Man just beats the shit out of Kingpin. Speaking of Kingpin, did you ever watch the
Hawkeye?
No, the Netflix Daredevil show?
Yes, Daredevil I watched. I got halfway through Luke Cage. Like I finished season 1. I watched Predator, or not? That's not Predator.
Iron.
Oh
my gosh, Punisher.
Yeah, Predator.
Yeah. I saw
the Predator. That was one of the first people we saw him kill. So.
Did you see they came out with a new Predator movie? It's called Prey. It was on Hulu. I've never seen any of the Predator movies, but it was fine.
Pretty interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Oh my gosh, wait, Colin. I feel like I'm just sitting here like just showing you stuff, but
it's all good. It's a good catch up. It's been a few weeks. Bro, that's what I thought you were going for at first. I swear. When you pulled out the comics, I was not expecting. I saw this. Yeah. That's so legit. So you were saying you wanted to build one. I was confused because you had showed me like, hey, let's check this out already. So
I did. So I built that one with Doran. But I liked it so much, I got another one.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's sweet. I'm glad you liked it.
So did you start yours or no? Probably not, right?
I've not opened the box yet.
So it's like it was really because Doran was hyping it up. He's like, it's really difficult, blah blah blah. It's all this, like it's complicated, and
He's like rip one piece out at a time. Take your time with it.
yeah. And I was like, okay, this is like, I was like nervous to start it, but
Next level shit, like some rocket science McKnight shit,
but it was
Shout out to Mr. McKnight.
yeah. shout out Bill. Shout out Toast. Toast repainting his whole basement. What a guy.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
But it's like honestly, it wasn't that bad at all. Like Doran was like, yeah, we're probably gonna this one kit is gonna take us throughout the whole month. We built it in 2 episodes. Like
wow.
we sat there, we started it in 1, and then another episode we sat there and we just like I played music in my headphones while me and Doran were just like not even looking at each other, just talking with our heads down and building it, and it was so nice.
So you guys spent so it ate up like about an hour full time, right? Probably like
I think
an hour and a half.
I think altogether because so we
That's
did
a good investment.
We did one whole episode, so like 45 minutes, and then after that, I probably spent like another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So
yeah, what do we do? We spent like $30-ish on them. Like that's such a good investment. Like
I got like
hours.
Yeah, I got like 4.5 hours out of it, and I think it looks so cool. Like I really enjoyed it, and I like got into a bunch of videos on it and watching it. It's so sick.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so that was my plan because God.
Well, that's sick, dude. I'm sorry, I ruined the plan.
No.
About to put it in my backpack, I was like, he didn't hit me up. We're not doing it today.
Yeah.
And then I got to the office, I was like, fuck.
Well, after I texted you because Renee said the same thing. She's like, oh, so you and Colin are gonna build tonight? I was like, no, because I let him know too late. I was like, well, so
I swear to you, Antonio, you could ask Miranda or Joseph right now if we called them, said what's on the stairs, they're gonna say the Gundam. Because I was talking to my dad, I was like, I'm supposed to talk to Antonio tomorrow. It might happen today. I don't think it's happening. I'm gonna leave it here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like that was my bad. No. But so the reason I didn't text you is because I started a new job. I'm at a PR agency now.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah, dude, congratulations. Hell yeah. So which one? Because you were looking to do the internship, but you also said the apartment manager, right? So like, or was it a totally different one?
The apartment manager.
Wasn't there one where there was a manager or prop? Yeah.
Oh no, that was
You were like, I'm not as interested in that one.
That was a rental house.
Okay.
Gotcha. And the rental house, they never hit me back, which is kind of whack. But so I started at the agency 2 days ago, and it's been pretty cool. I'm kind of digging the like 9 to 5 life. I've never done that before.
Damn. Okay, go back to that video from like 4 years ago, bro, where he's shitting on 9 to 5. It's like, damn, bro.
Hell yeah. And I was sitting there thinking that today as I was walking home. I was like, this is nice. I was like, why was I shitting on this before? But it's tight.
Yeah, there's benefits to both sides of the fence for sure. I mean, I like the fact that I could just, I don't know, me and Mario were talking about it yesterday. We hung out and he was like, I used to go to, be at Freeland, then go to Windsor at like midnight and then stay there till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, it was fun leaving the store and just going to parties.
Yeah.
I don't know the fact that you did that.
But. Well, now I'm like, I mean, the store, we would just party in the parking lot.
Yeah.
we would walk to fucking 7-Eleven. Yeah. But like now I'm like, I walked in at 5 and we're used to working at the store until midnight, whatever. And especially in like production, midnight was like early.
Sure.
Like I was calling it a night at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So I'm like 5 to be done at 5. That's I have a whole day. Like I could do whatever I want. So it's kind of.
And are there ever times where you might end up? I mean, did they tell you like you might need to put in a few more hours, or is it like it's a firm like cutoff?
So for right now for the internship, it's like my days in the office because they only have me doing like 18 to 20 hours.
Gotcha.
but they're like, yeah, there's going to be some events and stuff, and like we want the interns to come and like do and work those and all that. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, like I'm cool to go
Oh
on a
yeah.
day off, like on a day I'm not working and work an event, like.
Yeah. I
And
just wasn't sure because like travelers, that's my problem. Where I think I told you, like I work way over past that 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like so that's a problem. Like I hope they don't do that to you.
Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, my buddy Henry, he
Mhm.
was the one who like um told me like told me that I should apply and all that.
Okay.
I think he works till like 6, and I
Okay.
think that's cuz he comes in later, which is
Okay.
like still
Yeah. Totally fair.
not bad.
Hmm.
Um but then I also got an offer today
Oh shit.
to do a state to be a stage manager for this like children's play.
Okay.
Not children, it's like
But
middle school.
would there be overlap in the hours, or would it work out?
So the internship is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the practices for the play are Mondays and Fridays. So
Nice.
it's
Hell
like
yeah.
it's perfect. And
Okay. So,
one of my friends that I just met on this last shoot that I was on, she
uh,
was like, it'll be super cool. Like I'll be there, and another guy, another one of my friends, he's like, we'll all be there to support you because you're new to all of this. And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So
sick, dude.
I'm lit.
Oh, that's really sweet. So, okay, so will it go on to like the next play and the next play, or is it like till this thing's over? Like,
No, it's just this one.
okay,
And
but
it's
potential to get more.
so I don't know.
Okay.
My friend who like told me about it, because she literally called me 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
She sent me a text. She's like, "Hey, would you want to do this?" I was like, "I've never worked in a theater in my life." I was like, "But I'm always down to do whatever." I was like, "I'm down to
For sure.
figure it out on the fly." And she called me yesterday. She's like, "If you're interested, I'll send you the offer today." So I got the offer today. So I literally found out about it like 3 days ago
Oh, that's sick.
and signed on today.
Nice, dude.
So
Oh yeah. And the internship that would be like with the intent of going with them long term, right? Like hopefully, I mean, how long it does did they give you a time span, or it's like it depends?
so I mean, it goes off of like DePaul's schedule,
Okay.
like their semester schedule. So like I'll be done with the play in November. I think it finishes right before Thanksgiving, and then the internship is until December.
Gotcha.
So
Nice.
like, and I mean, hopefully they like
Yeah.
me and bring me on full time. That would be sick.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. 100%.
Um, so yeah, that's
Sick, dude.
those are my big developments since you since you were here last.
Yeah. It's huge. I was thinking about you this morning too. Not only like after, well, especially after you texted me, but um, we got like this corporate thing. I can't show you the actual text corporate stuff, but like, I, it's literally. I mean, I'll read it. I'll tell you what it says. It's just says
Yeah,
grab.
we could do this off the record.
It's the stupidest thing. It's just like they're like Zoom is down, and I'm like, why did you guys text every single employee's personal cell phone in the company? 30,000 people. You guys just told them use Teams for the day. They're like Zoom's down. Why was that a text message? And they
Yeah.
they were leaving voicemails for people too, like an automated voicemail. Like this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. And everyone in the office was like, "Is this for real?" Like we thought it was spam or something, but I don't know, it was silly. But then I
Wild.
thought about you because Zoom always kicks us out. So
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, obviously it's not down.
yeah, yeah, there we
Um
go.
so
Yeah,
do you normally do all of your stuff off of Zoom, or do you use Teams?
I use Teams usually, but some people prefer Zoom. We were using Skype for the longest time. People were telling us we were in the Stone Age. We
Really?
stopped. We stopped earlier this year. Honestly, I
You were
mean,
using Skype until this year?
yeah, and we had the capability to use Zoom as of like last year. Teams like opened up in like earlier this year. And they were like, oh, we're going to transition all of our messaging to Teams, like whatever, through the company or whatever. And it never happened. I think they're just so behind, or I don't know if they're like contracts with Skype or something, but
That's
yeah,
so wild. I can't
Super
believe
weird.
that's like the biggest upset that Skype could not cuz Skype was Zoom before Zoom
Yeah.
was a thing and like I remember using Skype in middle school.
Yeah. Crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
What else you got going on? Where's your next trip to?
I wanted to do South Carolina, and I hit up my Caldos, and they're all like, "Oh, we want to fucking sit in Florida on the beach." I'm like, "Go fuck yourselves!" Like, and then I was like, "Guys, like, they fucking, I promise you, Antonio, like 4 times a year. I'm talking like at least three of these guys, maybe four of them. It's like let's say a group of 10 or 12. 4 or 5 of them are going to Florida 4 times a year to sit on the Miami beach, same hotel, practically same exact room, the same floor. Like, you guys are so fucking stupid. And I'm like, the world is so big.
Yeah, like I understand maybe one time a year, but even once a year is like
Yeah, our other buddies joke about it. We're like, it literally looks like they're taking the picture out of the same room every single time. It's so annoying. So I told them and then they were like, okay, how about Nashville? I was like, well, I've been to Nashville twice, but why don't we do a road trip, North Carolina, and then go to Tennessee? I'd be down for that. We could fly out of Tennessee, and they were like, they didn't answer me, so I didn't press them. Then I hit up Brian, and Brian's like, I'm down for any trip with you, bro. And I love him to pieces. I haven't talked to him since this, but we've talked in the chat room and Insta.
yeah.
I miss the guy. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he's like, I can't make it. And I was like, oh fuck. So and then
What's in South Carolina that I mean, just Myrtle Beach? I literally don't know anything in South Carolina besides Myrtle Beach.
yeah. There's Myrtle Beach, and there's a lot of hiking. Oh well, I was also thinking North Carolina. So I was gonna,
North Carolina.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I think I said south a few times, but yeah, I was thinking north. A lot of waterfalls, hiking. It's so pretty, and then the beaches, the food. All seems so cool. So I talked to Mario about it. I brought up what you said, and I was like, we need to do a Glacier Boys thing. Like, why not? And I said, so where are you looking to go, like in the future? And he's like, really, Colin? At this time, the only place I have my eyes set on are Brazil, which he's got buddies over there from gaming and work, I guess.
I would never in my life go to Brazil. I'm so scared. I've heard way too many horror stories about Brazil.
Him and I said the same thing, and then he said Japan, which I was like, okay, that's cool, probably, like super neat. But he's going to Australia this year, so he's like, all of this would be like in the future. He's hoping to go to London next year for like a soccer game. But yeah, so yeah, I was just trying to color this thing up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So it's coming together.
Hell yeah.
So I told him, I said, if you're ever down for another Glacier Boys trip, let's do it. But he wants to go to a soccer game in England. I don't know. That's not for me.
Yeah,
I just feel like maybe when I'm 50 and just standing and not moving around, I could go to England,
Yeah, we watched a soccer game in Iceland, in that bar in Iceland.
Oh, yeah, that was actually cool. That was hype. I mean, it was neat.
I mean, that was the only place I've won in a slot machine. I won like $45, you remember?
Yeah,
that's right. And it paid for a fucking burger and a drink. That was it.
Yeah.
Garbage. Yeah, I'm trying to think where. Have you ever thought about going to Idaho?
Not so much, no.
So,
I heard Boise is very cool.
So I don't know where in Idaho, but because somebody was saying that to me, they're like, "Oh, you should go to Idaho." I'm like, "Why? Why would I go? Like, what's there?" Apparently, there's a bunch of volcanic caves, and there's like a lot of hiking and lakes and shit in Idaho. And I didn't believe. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago when somebody was telling me, and I looked it up, and Idaho is now like on my list of places to check. It looks beautiful. Like I mean, I've never been out to like Montana and Seattle and all that. I would want to check out that.
Montana would be sick, dude. It's pretty out there. I want to go.
You know what would be cool is to do a cross country Amtrak trip.
That'd be neat.
Like I want to do one of those trips so bad, because if you're taking the Amtrak out west, it's a completely different train than what you took.
Sure.
Like they have like the observation carts, and like I did a project on it in college, and so they have like huge like just windows on like the cart, and you just
it looks
it looks so cool. So
Lauren was saying it was pretty neat. So yeah, that'd be so interesting to see.
Has he
Yeah,
done that?
he's done it one time. It was like a short trip, he said. But yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
But yeah, those trips are long. I think that's the only thing, cuz like
Sure.
I mean from
I'd be afraid of like losing time because of travel. Like if maybe like if we went like straight to one place, but you're saying hit multiple states. I mean,
well,
I feel like
I mean if you did it from like here to California, it's like a
yeah,
it's like a week-long trip
sure,
just to get there. And then
yeah,
once you're there,
sure.
and I think it's
That
a
makes it super hype though.
yeah, and like oh, man, I did this project and I like fell in love with I mean, I already liked Amtrak in college, but like I really fell in love with Amtrak there because like they have so many trips out west and they're beautiful. Um
Yeah,
and I mean the furthest west I've gone is I mean I've gone to Colorado, but like I want to go to California and all of that.
yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
California meeting. I was like paranoid of Cali.
Yeah, how was that?
Well, I
Where did
entered LA and it was actually safe. I don't know. I just had this my pre-image of LA is like as soon as you walk in LA boundaries, you're about to get lit up.
Yeah, well
No, it's
you're
actually pretty.
listening to Drillmatic all day.
Yeah, it was cool. I drove past Rosecrans, uh, Slauson.
Oh,
Uh,
sick.
what's the Inglewood. I drove down Inglewood, but they're huge streets. Like they're on the highway. That's how big of a name they are. So like they go all
Oh.
the way to Compton, sure, but they're big and safe, like in many areas, of course. So it's
Mhm.
like our telegraph in Detroit. It's huge. So but it freaked me out. I mean, there were a lot of Teslas, which was cool. But then I talked to my friend about it more, and she's like, "Yeah, Colin, they want us to go totally electric, but then at the same time, they're telling us don't use the electricity from 4 to 8 o'clock. Like, how is that going to work out? Because they're going to blow their grid. They don't have enough electricity. They're like, we're running low on fresh water here. There's a lot of fires here. There's earthquakes here. I'm like, it's expensive here. I saw
Yeah.
gas for like 623. I was like, what the fuck?
Holy
But
shit.
on the flip side, the lowest I saw was 499. So it depends on the area you're in. It
That's still
swings.
pretty high. Like 4.99 is
Yeah.
like I don't even think gas near me is 4.99. I think
Gotcha.
I think I've been seeing it at like 3.99. Um
Okay. Yeah, that's normal here too. We I don't know, they ever since this whack market happened, like there's been so much fluctuation. Like if I go to Bloomfield right now, I went this morning, it was 409, but Dearborn yesterday was 355. I mean,
oh my
Dearborn's
gosh,
cheap
yeah.
gas in Michigan, but that's a lot. 40 cents. I mean, it never used to be that much different.
Yeah. Never noticed. I mean, not never noticed, but like I feel like weirdly numb to it because when I got my license, gas
Mhm.
was like 4.50 a
Doors.
gallon.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would get my $100 from Vreeland per week, and 80 of it would go in my tank. I'm like, okay, cool. I got $20 to live
Yeah.
on. Well,
Yeah.
not live on. I was living at home.
Enjoy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that's cool. So LA was. Did you go to LA or?
Yeah, so LA, Orange County, and San Diego. So it was cool, honestly. A lot of history, a lot of architecture. I was vibing with it. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like whole different lifestyle. A lot of good food. Like Chicago, I was like, whoa, there's so much going on here. So it was really neat. A lot of history again in museums. I wanted to go to the Comic Con. Literally, there's a museum dedicated to Comic Con, and it's pretty big too. Um,
Whoa.
but in that spot in San Diego, there's like literally it's like a park, and around that park there are like 10 or 12 literal huge museums. We're talking big,
Holy
like so
shit.
it's pretty interesting. I've never seen a place where they're all like congregated or whatever around one spot. So it was cool.
I just
Um,
I just saw this. I think it was a TikTok.
uh-huh.
But it was like, do you remember the Gibraltar Trade Center?
Yeah, yeah. I never really went in. I know Brian and you dug it, right?
I
But
I had only gone maybe once or twice, but
okay.
I saw this place on TikTok. It was like it looked like the size of the
Uh-huh.
Gibraltar Trade Center, but it was all like collectibles and comics and
Wow.
all of that
That's
kind of stuff. I was like,
don't,
that's
don't tell me that's in Denver.
no.
It's in,
I think it's someplace in California. Oh,
okay.
there's our 10
Oh,
minutes.
oh, geez. I was gonna tell you in Denver, North Denver. There was like one day where I walked like 20 miles. Both my boys were working, and I literally walked around the entire city, like all over the place. And I hit up all the like comic shops. And this place, they're primarily like a distributor, like online wholesale. They're not really for walk-ins. They're not in like a
Yeah.
place where there's a lot of houses. Honestly, they're like 10, 15 minutes away from the closest neighborhood. Driving it, and so they're tucked away in the corner. It's like a massive facility. So it reminded me of Suburban Showplace, all comics, and they're on display, sure, and you could buy them, but they've got like let's say let's say 60% of the warehouse, the space is off limits for. I
Oh,
think they
for
just buy
for like
stuff
their
and
back issues and stuff.
it's crazy. I was like,
Dang.
no freaking way. It was, but they were overpriced. But they got the ability to because they've got everything. I mean, if I was looking for that issue 18 or 50, I mean,
That's
sure they would
exactly
have
that's
for that
exactly what
20
Doran was
bucks.
telling me about Big Ben's because
Okay.
I was like
I caught that there too.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I mean
got everything.
the single issue I needed was like $7 and I was like this is like $7 is a lot for a single issue, but I was like this is the one I need. Like I've checked
Yep.
every comic book shop
Yep.
here and when I went in to pick yours up, I asked him again. I asked if you guys could look for like a Spider-Man. Does like is that
Are they
coming or
gonna
like
still continue to look? Yeah,
well they're like it's still in the system, but they're like the chances of getting it is going to be very very slim. Like we don't
really.
get issues like that.
Sure.
He's like we could search it up for you, and he looked right there. He's like yeah I don't. He's like there's none around here. He's like so it's kind of just you got to get lucky with it. So I saw it at Big Ben's. I was like fuck it, I'll pay $7.
Yeah, and you gotta think like again. I always try to think small business. Like how the way they operate. I mean, they make that investment and they got to sit on it for a while. Like, when's the next Antonio gonna come by and pick it up? If you don't buy it.
100%. Yeah.
So, how many people are you gonna find that want that exact issue? So they got to make their money. But.
Yeah. And I mean like I don't know. I wasn't that mad. Like I saw it. I was like if it was $20, I probably would have copped it. Like
Yeah.
that because I was that and like there's no other comic book shops like in Allen Park in that area like so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's sweet though, dude.
Oh yeah.
I hope-
Colin, we're going to need to do another one of these
Uh-huh.
where we start your Gundam.
Hell yeah, I'd love to. So should I legit stay tight or sit tight
For what?
for that video? Like, just don't open the box or
Oh, I mean if you want to
or
start
you could one.
So look. This is okay. Well, let's do this real quick. Okay, blah blah blah. All right. This has been the show. Peace. Dun dun dun.